Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today, I think it's finally time for us to talk about the unofficial entries into the Great Guitar Build-Off, among other things. So before we jump into all of that, let me say a thank you to everyone who offered suggestions when I asked for them on how to widen out the truss rod cavity hole here, the access hole. You saw how I did it. I used the drill. I was very careful. It was a very sharp bit, but I did have a number of suggestions and I appreciate them, as I always do. Just to quickly address a couple of them, I did think about using the Dremel, which was the most popular suggestion. Some of you said, use the Dremel with a little sanding bit there, a sanding drum, to hollow that out. I was worried I wouldn't be able to keep it perfectly round, but I think if I ever have to do this again, I'll probably give that a shot. Other suggestions included using a small gouge. I do have chisels and gouges here. I don't think I have one that's small enough to fit into the hole as it was when I started. The hole was only maybe like 3/16 of an inch, so I'd have to see if I can find one small enough to get in there. To those of you who came right out and said, buy yourself a Dremel with a flex shaft, I mean, this thing sits next to my head in every video. Anyway, so yeah, maybe next time I'll do that. Now, on to our main topic for today, unofficial entries into the Great Guitar Build-Off 2020. So Ben from Crimson Guitars recently posted some new information about the build-off. We'll cover some of it later this week. It's very interesting. But in particular, he recently posted some stuff on Instagram and I think on YouTube about how to be an unofficial entrant. There are a number of things that you guys should know here. First of all, if you are going to enter, there's an opportunity. I think everybody gets featured on Crimson Guitars' Instagram page or the Great Guitar Build-Off Instagram page, or both. Not entirely sure there, but there's definitely a feature there. You don't have to use a Crimson kit. You can build from scratch. You can build from a different guitar kit if you want. Doesn't matter. Now, I know there are a few people already in this, and we're going to talk more about them after, but I get the sense, and we'll talk about this too, that you're trying to start YouTube channels, and this is a great opportunity to do that because the top 5, I think, get featured on Crimson Guitars' YouTube channel, which is significant. They've got over 250,000 subscribers, if I remember correctly. So cool opportunity there. The top 3 win a bunch of stuff, cool prizes, including guitar kits, I believe. And the top 1 actually gets to be part of this competition officially next year, which is, I think, shortly after they'll have kicked me out. So that's really cool. Now I've had a number of people tell me, look, you should go check out the unofficial entries. They're cool. And they are, and I have been, in fact. And some of them are insane. They're doing, crazy inlays and stuff that, well, several of them I think are doing that. Things that even if I had the time, I don't think I could do. So check them out. There are a number of them. I don't have all their names because I know if among other things, if I try and do that, I'll forget some of them or I just won't know about some of them. But there are a few. And if you look up Great Guitar Build-Off on YouTube, you're bound to find them. I also think Webster ER there has a playlist with all of them. I don't know if he's gone through and added all of the unofficial entries, but he's participating and it's definitely worth checking out his playlist because he also has all the official ones. He's been doing a great job. So it's definitely worth checking these guys out. They're doing really cool work. And, some of them are doing it with tools that I can't afford or don't have. So they're showing you, some really interesting techniques there. And some are doing it with just basic stuff that you have in your garage. I did see one guy clamp a palm sander, to I think it was to a sawhorse to create like a sanding station for shaping his neck and stuff. Really creative options there for getting stuff done with just what you already probably have. Now I do want to, say something to those of you who are doing this and who are doing it to start a YouTube channel. A little bit of, I don't know if I'd call it unsolicited advice, but just this. If you're doing this to start a YouTube channel, awesome. Use it to help people. I'm getting weirdly close to the camera here so I can make my point. That's what, at least for me and for a lot of the people that you see as official entrants here, that's what this is all about. The ones who have people who follow them, it's because they help people. We answer questions. We're not all experts. You probably know more about some of this stuff than I do, maybe all of it. But even if you don't, people see you do something, they want to know how you did it. Help them out. Answer the questions, make videos that help people, and you will benefit from that. And when you help people, they'll watch more of your stuff in the hopes that you can help them some more. And it works out. It's a perpetuating cycle, and it's good for everybody. Much like YouTube, when one of us does well in this niche, it benefits the others instead of detracting from them. Same kind of concept. Now, I'm not going to trash talk any of the unofficial entrants, maybe next year when one of them becomes official, but I mean, maybe I shouldn't do the whole video with no trash talk. I guess it's not even trash talk at this point, but my prediction from Crimson Guitars appears to be coming true. If you haven't seen it, Ben just sliced his guitar into many pieces. So if you recall me pulling out a piece of trellis in my first video on this and showing you that that's probably what Crimson Guitars' guitar would look like, it looks like I supplied some inspiration after all. Props to the few people who said, I'm sure Ben looked at this and went, now there's an idea. Also, on the note of helping people, I think the guys over at Wonder Bread Guitars and Texas Toast Guitars could use some help. I've actually looked through a bunch of their videos and they have some wonderful tutorials, some that I'm probably going to use because, well, they're professional guitar builders, so why wouldn't I? And I kind of want to do my part to help them too if I can, just basically by saying to you guys, go support their channel. You all are awesome. You went and hashtagged Wonder Bread Guitars on their stuff to the point that they called you all a cavalcade of bozos, which was hilarious and I think is going to have to go on a t-shirt. What do you think? Unleash the cavalcade of bozos? It's got a ring to it. So I would love nothing more than for all of you, my cavalcade of, God, that sounds horrible. Anyway, I would love nothing more than for all of you to go subscribe to them and support the channel because they're helpful and they need it so that Matt can afford a haircut and some better beer. They poured out a Molson Canadian on an Instagram video, as though I drink that. I need to send them a recommendation list or something. Anyway, for those of you who have suggested I make Wonder Bread Guitars t-shirts, I have high hopes that they're going to do that, so I'm not going to steal that one from them. But if they don't, I might have to. Unfortunately, I have no concept of how to do graphic design. Anyway, I think I've gotten across everything that I wanted to in this video. We are going to talk very soon about some work that I've done to the neck, some more work to the neck joint on my guitar build. A number of you have raised concerns about the neck joint, and although I generally disagree with them, I'm doing some stuff to change it, to make it even more robust so that there is no concern, because the whole point of this thing isn't about proving that I'm right. It's not about promoting Crimson Guitars. It's not about getting the subscriber numbers for Texas Toast into the triple digits finally. It's about raising money for charity. And yeah, if there's a perception that the value of something is decreased because of the way that it's been done, and we're raising money for charity, let's do something to fix it, which I have. So can't wait to show you guys that one. That'll be coming out soon. We will also be talking about some of the rule changes that have come out. So that's going to make things very interesting. That video is coming up, and then it's going to be time for the final release. And yeah, book off the afternoon on September 4th because I think you're going to be in for some long videos. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification thing so that you can see when my guitar build comes out. It's going to be interesting, if nothing else. And as always, thanks again. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one, and I will see you next time.